welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Lisa and I love everything colorful makeup, colorful eyeshadow, especially indie brands. And in this video, like I promised, I want to show you the palette from Gourmande Girls. This is Silent Night. I got this year. They came out with this last year, and I have seen their new palette, actually a couple of new palettes that they've launched since October. 3 to be precise. Nevermore is really, really beautiful. I would love to pick that up. But this snow globe, if I can put a picture, I'll put it here. I must have that. Gourmande Girls is usually very well priced, like the mid-range for an indie brand. I love her formulas. This is one of my favorite palettes from Gourmande Girls, next to Call of the Sirens, and then Trapped would come in like third. Y'all know I love jewel tones, but I can tell you this is a very versatile palette. I recreated this look that I did when I first got this in the beginning of the year, maybe beginning of the summer when I got this. I've used it off and on since then. I can't put it down, to be honest. And especially wintry goodness and Christmas with just like that, not trending or like red and green, right? It's giving me that winter wonderland, but with neutral and versatility. Hopefully that makes sense. I said I was going to do a tutorial. What I would like to do is, instead of recreating this look, do a more subdued look. Okay, Lisa, I do glam looks. I'm so used to doing glam looks, so when I try to tone down looks, it's a little hard for me. But I certainly will try. Again, if you've been with me for a minute, I never know what I'm going to do until I come on. I love the creative process and doing it with you guys. So I'll tell you how I did create this look, though. I started off with this shade here, and it's called Twinkle. And I put it all in my crease here. As you can see, it gives my crease a little bit of depth here. Then I went with the white, but I mixed the white and this beige color, and the white is called Snowy and this is Heavenly. And then I kind of just went all over the brow bone and right here. I also did use this mix more so on the white to blend on the lower lash line. And I did put Frosty, which is this gorgeous, and it has like this purple, pinky, blue shift to her with that ghosty kind of clear base. And I put that on the inner corner and right here, as you can kind of see. And my highlighter, I'm loving, it is from Ensley Rain, the Light in Your Eyes. So this is kind of like almost like a pastel rainbow effect to her. Just really, really pretty highlighter. This blue, which I'm gonna finish telling you how I created the look. You know me, squirrel brain, and hello. This blue here is what I took on the outside. Took this here, which is Peace, which is kind of like a silver, but she has like a kind of a green blue shift to her. And this can be used as a topper or built up. They all are buildable. So you have like that green sheen to her. This punchy yellow gold is gorgeous, and of course is what I have right here, called Bright. Definitely the right name for it, for sure. They're all smooth and creamy, so are the mattes. Mattes blend beautifully, everything works well together. The color story is just absolutely fantastic. I love blue and yellow together, especially on my skin tone. I just feel like it just looks really, really beautiful and makes me feel fierce. It really does, and beautiful. This blue here, what did I say, Starry. So this one is a little, again, another kind of topper, but can be built up. This one's a little lighter than this blue. It's more on the tealy side, and this one's more on the purpley side. All of these are gorgeous. Love. Took the gold here, but first I took this yellow underneath and I built it up. I think I might have had to go in like 3 times, which was very surprising to me. When I first got this palette with the yellow, I'm like, is it going to be true to pan, or am I going to have to wear a white base? Not exactly true to pan, but pretty darn close for my skin tone. So I was very happy and pleased with that. Then on the outer corner, I went in first with this blue, which is Silent Night. Gorgeous. Right here. Just kind of did like a blob thing and blended that out a little bit. And then took this blue, which is called Child. And I'm going to swatch these so you can see the difference in the 2 blues. One is they're both deep, but one is like almost purpley. And the other one is like straight navy, like night navy blue. It is not the shadow. They're not patchy or anything like that. My skin's just dry as shit. And then blended out and took the white and that beige, mixed them together and blended the outside here. So that's how I created this look. Let's see if we can calm it down and just do something simple with this palette to show you how versatile it is. No, I do not have a code. I'm not on the affiliate program for Gourmande Girls. I would love to. I'd be honored to. Maybe someday. Don't know. Grab your brushes, your coffee, your water, your Gatorade, your toddy, what have you. And maybe you have this palette or similar color story. And come on back and let's create a look together. So I'm going to take my Sigma. And this is the E42. And this, I believe, is out of the Heather Austin set. I'm definitely going to be using the white for sure to brighten up the brow bone. And I have used my Sigma base this time around instead of my MAC Paint Pot like I usually do, but I'm getting low on that. And this one is an Ignite, I believe. Yeah. So I was thinking of playing more over here. Let's do the milk chocolatey brown here, and it is called All Is Calm. And then I'm going to move over into this brown called Savior, and then the black, Pigmented. I can always go in with more. To take away is a little more difficult, of course. And I'm literally going to go in my socket, in my natural crease, but I'm also going to create a fake crease because we as hooded eye gals here. I'm going to let the brush do the work for me here. Just back and forth really lightly to get in my socket, but allow it to carry the pigment slightly on my hood, giving that depth. So now I'm going to go in another time and just start building this up a little bit more. I'm holding the end of my brush very gently. Okay, Lisa, we're not doing glam. I make no promises. And I really don't want it to be any darker than what I have it right now. Like that. And this is the 7. I'm going to go into that same color. Sorry if you guys can hear the TV. With this shadow. All on my lower lash line. And I'm going to pull this up like a little wing. Pull this in. Probably. I don't know if I want to use the blue or the black. I haven't decided. But I'm going to take the same brush I started with. I cleaned it off. I'm going to go into that deeper chocolate brown that is called Savior. Come at it from the side here. V it slightly onto my hood here. Like so. And now I'm going to take one of my Glam Light brushes. I love this brush. I haven't used it in a hot minute. Go into the beige to kind of blend out the edges. Yeah. I still feel like I want to use the white as well. Come up on the brow bone here. blending this, like smoking it out. I'm gonna go in with the white. I think I'm gonna be daring and even brighten it even more. Now here, pull it out by blending upward. Well, I thought this wasn't gonna be, it's not too glam. I mean, in my opinion, this is pretty toned down for me, but it's definitely a smoky, neutral, everyday look. I am gonna take the black. I will take the 7, putting the black in my waterline. I don't suggest you do this, but I do. Tight to my lashes and bring this slightly up. But I don't want to go too far. I already have kind of like my smoky wing going here. I'm just gonna keep this black right here. Yeah. With no product, just because I don't want this black to get away from me. With my Singe 1, just the tip of this very gently to blend, soften it. And take the tip of this, pull it in just ever so slightly to deepen up the socket a little further. Very sultry, smoky. If I wanted to, I could come up a little bit higher. I think it's okay for now. And I think I'm going to take the white and just pack that on the inner portion of my lid. Why not? Like that. I'm gonna take the pencil brush from Singe, go into the white, just to brighten, bring this up in the swoop. I did not use glitter glue on this eye. It's amazing formula. I'm not going to use glitter glue on this eye either, because I do want it to be a little more softer, but these shimmers are pigmented and very, very shimmery and shiny and beautiful. Do I want to? No, we're gonna keep it. And my mind's going, and I'm like, nope, nope, no. Black liner, like that. Take my flat brush, but I'm gonna use my finger first. And I'm gonna go into Peace. I'm gonna tap this on. Oh, my leather chair drives me insane. I can't wait to do my nails again. I let them like breathe for like a month or so. When I'm doing like 6 months of press-ons, my nails just get so soft and then brittle, and so I give them about a month to breathe before I do them again. That's really just beautiful in my opinion. Just so I can fill the gap in here that I missed with my finger. Of course, there is some fallout because I didn't spray it and I didn't use glitter glue, which is fine. So I can just bring it down anyway. This is really making the inner corner nice and bright, sparkly, super pretty. I'm like really tired tonight. It's actually kind of late when I'm filming this, so that's so pretty. And now that I have this fallout, I'm gonna fix it with, I'm gonna take this Cosmic Beauty, this little flat one, fallout here. I'm just gonna bring it down really close. Like that. This is very smoky, but it's still glam, but not over the top like this. Do you know what I mean? This is still a very neutral, beautiful, smoky eye. When I sit down and I create, it's very, very hard for me not to do like a real creative look being glam. A little bit on the brow bone to give some highlight. wonder if this brush would be better for lower lash. You can hear it in my voice how tired I am. I didn't really sleep that well last night. I don't sleep well every night, to be honest. Now, do I want to use Frosty? Or we're going to take the gold. How about that? Yeah. So I'm just going to take the brush. I'm not going to spray it. Ever so gently out here. The gold. And like I said, I've always said about this brush is it just will meld your shimmers so nicely. And I think that that's just enough, right? That's really, really pretty. My one from Singe. I'm gonna go into the light chocolatey brown there. And just blend into that gold. Like that. And I'm gonna go into the black and ever so gently put my wing back that I kind of lost. I am so sorry if you can hear. I think, not just the TV, but I think my neighbors are having a shindig of some sort. Because I hear music out there. You never hear any noise in this neighborhood. And just a little bit. Very, very gently. Like that. This is so, so pretty, y'all. I love this palette. I love it. Right? Mascara. I don't know because of how late it is if I'm going to put a lash on, but I'm definitely going to put mascara on. Some finishes and I'll be right back. Okay, here's the finished product. I just used my Highly Rated by Milani. Finished up the eyeliner, smudged it out a little bit more, blended out a little bit more here. I think this came out so, so pretty. Here I am talking about a toned down look, but it's toned down for me. I wear every day like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Your chaotic squirrel brain friend over here. I hope to see you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed the video, like I said. With that, till next time.